Hi there, Libra. How are you guys doing? Happy New Year 2019. How has 2019 been treating you guys? Mine has been awesome though, because I took almost 2 weeks off just to be with my family and my daughter, and I love every moment of it. I'm sorry for the delay, guys. This reading is going to be from the 15th until the 21st of January 2019, and as usual, it's going to be a relationship sector, meaning that you could always apply this with anyone in your life. It could be with your boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, wife, exes, crushes, fiance, family members, anyone. I am basically just going to be picking up your relationship energy in general, all right? And don't forget to also check your sun, moon, or Venus sign, because I tend to realize that with my readings, I resonate much more with my Venus sign rather than my sun sign. But probably because my Venus is in the 7th house, the Libra house, but I don't know. Okay, but if it doesn't resonate, then it doesn't resonate, okay? Never try to force a reading. You're pretty talkative. I love this, Libra. Damn. 2 more cards, I'll talk, promise. I got so much pain, got so much pain from the pain. Okay. So, your over energy for the now, you have the 7 of Pentacles, you have the King of Swords, and you also have the 6 of Wands. There's like a lot of things that you are going to be celebrating in the month of January 2019, Libra. There's just going to be a lot of things that makes you think, okay, I haven't lost it all. In a relationship sector, you have this King of Swords attitude, King of Swords energy, and it's really, really not an ideal type of energy for a Libra to have, because you guys are ruled by the planet of love. You guys are ruled by Venus. It's supposed to be Empress there. It's supposed to be cups. It's supposed to be giving. It's supposed to be harmonious and stuff like that. When it has a sword, it means that somebody really fucked you over up to the point you became really, really resentful. You have been taking a lot of mental notes, or you have been making like a literal notes on a book, book a sin about what is it that they've done wrong. And you're not doing anything about it, okay? You're not doing anything about it, but if they ever come to you starting out things, you're going to hit them right with your swords, with everything that you've been written, with everything that you've been collecting, all those mental notes, if that makes sense. But then there's also the sense of blind optimism also, that they're going to come around, everything is going to go fine. So I don't know, how can you deal with like this different type of energy altogether? It could be you're dealing with 2 people, or you could be dealing with 1 person, but then the emotions are just so mixed up altogether. So what's your challenge? You have the Ace of Swords, and then you also have the 8 of Chalices. The first thing that is challenging in this relationship is the lack of clarity, is the lack of information. So there's somebody who is withholding either closure or information that makes somebody else being really, really curious, if that makes sense. Somebody who is dismissive, you know what I mean? Somebody who is dismissive and stuff, and it should make you curious. You want to, understand, why are they behaving like this? Why do they feel like they need to have the upper hand? Why they're starting to do this, that? It's like a lack of clarity in this relationship, and it's something that you want to know. And you also have the 8 of Chalices in here. So the first meaning could be like there's somebody, literally somebody, who just walked out of this relationship and someone is mourning over that person. And the second one is the inability to walk away from situations or a relationship that is no longer emotionally fulfilling for you. What's happening in the past was tragic, because you have the Wheel of the Year in reverse in there, meaning that circumstances, situations, life, everything just did not support this relationship to happen. And then you realize that because you have the Temperance card there. So you're like, okay, you know what? I'm just going to chill about it. I'm just going to be chill about that, okay? They have the Death card, so they want to transform. There's like a lot of changes happening in here. But somehow these changes that you see, the transformation that you see coming from them, you didn't like it, because you have this Knight of Swords. Like, it kind of like raised your curiosity. Like, why? What's wrong with you? Why are you changing? Yep, they became much more masculine energy. So, They could be having a really Venusian attitude in the past, like they have like a lot of people pleasing qualities and everything like that, but then they became really much more stubborn, much more domineering, much more, sorry, I had to move my phone, much more domineering attitude, much more like, no, listen, this, much more egocentric and stuff like that, which just makes you like, what's wrong with you? So you have the Knight of Swords attitude in the past, like you want to get to the bottom of the truth, okay? You're like that. It's a mixed up emotions if you're dealing with one person. So one day you felt like you just want to isolate yourself away from the situations. You just want to wait for the rain to pass. You just want to regroup yourself in order for you to gain that emotional stability that you've been craving for. One day you are the Knight of Swords. You're in the quest of the truth. You felt like you're in an attack mode. And one day you feel like, you know what, life goes on. I'm just going to do my life and be temperance. So if you're only dealing with one person, you're dealing with multiple faces of you, multiple personality of you. I'm not saying you guys have multiple personality disorder, but this relationship affects you so bad that, you tend to feel different things at the same time. And it's tough. I understand that. Okay. Okay. Kalau misalnya dia dealing with two people, death practice ini maksudnya apa? All right. Okay. So if you're dealing with two people, what happens if you're dealing with two people? If you're dealing with two people, this person A, the person that felt that they want to transform, you see changes coming from them and you don't really can pinpoint what happened, right? The reason why they're like that is because they're the Knight of Wands. They feel like the more you push them, they're going to fall into cliff. So they have to protect themselves in some ways. And they do have like a severe trust issues with you. It's not somebody that you can just attack and they give in. No, if you push somebody, they're going to push back. Okay, that's just the law of defense mechanism of people, right? So yeah. And then person B is just somebody who is the wheel of the year in reverse, meaning that it just didn't help. The circumstances, the situations, the timing, everything just didn't help. And I feel like with that person, you let go. I mean, you weren't as angry as you were with person A. Like person A really aggravates you, okay? And then he just wants to take isolations mode and stuff like that. Now, if you're dealing with two people, in the now, person A, again, as I said, person who aggravates you, this person now became really masculine. Okay, became really masculine. And this person would rather be the dumper rather than the dumpy. So this is a type of person who would want to have the upper hand in everything, who wants to hurt you. They don't care who they hurt. They just want to win. And somehow your energy changes here, Libra, because now you're the hangman. So you're like, okay, now I'm trying to understand their point of view. I'm going to wait right over here. I'm trying to understand why is it that they're doing this. This person hurt you. Yes, they did. They have you have the Ten of Swords in here. But then with that hurt makes you feel like, you know what? I think I'm going to wait a little longer. I'm trying to figure out what's happening. Maybe they will feel sorry for what they do to me and stuff like that. Okay? And then person B, this person, I don't want to turn this into bad readings, but what's the card for? Maksudnya double cards ini apa ya? Well, person A, if you want to have like a relationship where it's like emotionals and stuff with this person, I don't feel like it's something that they want to have. You know what I mean? They were a good person in the past, but I felt like they're now not really in a good place in their life, and they do things in order to distract themselves away from what's going on in other sectors of their life. And yeah, I mean, if you want to have a relationship with them, emotional based relationship with them, I don't think like right now is what they're up to. And then you also have the Ten of Swords here with the person B. So you're like, oh no, really, you don't want that. I thought so highly of you. You were being blindly optimistic that, you know what, it could turn to be something good, but turns out it isn't. But then you have the Fool card in here. So it's like every time I see a major arcana in the center of an energy. I always see this as a universe intervention or God intervention. So it really is universe intervention into making you see, come on, break free from this cycle, because what awaits for you is the Ten of Pentacles. Okay, if you manage to break yourself away from the situations that is just making you feel so not good with yourself, you have this waiting on the horizon. Okay, so let's continue our reading for the future. And then the future is going to be the 21st of January, right? 21st of January 2019. I'm not going to open that. Okay. 21st January 2019. All right. I got so much love, got so much patience, I've learned from the pain. I mean, if you're dealing with two people, this person B is really no bueno. This person is still the Knight of Wands in reverse. Forget it. Okay? All right, so I think I forgot to say what happens if you're dealing with one person in the now, right? So if you're dealing with only one person, this person is the type of person who always wants to have the upper hand. And then you're trying to see them. You know, did it hurt you? Yes, it did. But you're trying to see and try to understand their point of view. This person is a little bit of a sadomasochist. You know what sadomasochist means, right? Do you know there's a type of people who wants to have a relationship that is not stagnant? They want to have a relationship with a tiny bit of drama. And if there's no drama in there, it's no fun. So it's leading to a toxic situations. They trapped themselves in that devil hole, and then you guys are left to deal with the consequences of it. It makes you hurt. Yes, it did. But I feel like you really, really want to break free. I want to break free. Wait, do I turn everything into a song? Gee, Libra, we only need 2 cards. I know. You're talkative. Dua kartu masa depan. To break free from your love, you're so self-satisfied. I don't need you. I want to break free. God knows. Apakah ini orang? Ya, all right. Okay, so if you're only dealing with one person, if you're only dealing with one person, like this person loves you. Yes, they do. They have the Queen of Chalices in here. But the problem with the Queen of Chalices in this particular deck of mine is a very, very loving feeling up to the point that they don't protect themselves, which means that they take everything way too personally. Every word that you say, every action that you take is being taken way too personally. They're very, very sensitive, so be careful about that, okay? So do they feel emotionally heavy for you? Yes, they do. And you will know that because I feel like peace is going to be made at 21st of January, before 21st of January 2019. But then this energy that comes and goes, this energy that is a bit irresponsible. I mean, you can love someone and not do anything about it. You know what I mean? You can love someone and then still refusing to change. You can love someone and not being responsible about how that person feels towards you. And I feel like there's still this lack of them wanting to be responsible, because they would still have this energy of coming and going. And I see you exercising like a lot of your patience in the future. But there's this, the peace is there. I mean, you're going to be making peace with them and you're not going to be indecisive. I think you're going to give it a try though. Although you're trying to tame down your bull, I mean, your bull really wants to eat them alive. And I'm not saying it in a, that way, like literally eat, like eat and just wants to charge at them alive. But you're just exercising like a lot of your patience. You try whenever you're upset, you just get more focused on your work instead of your relationship, which is good. I want to know why there's still a Knight of Wands in reverse though. Well. Well, yeah, you have this, the Nine of Cups and also the Knight of Swords. They're demanding their rights. They are demanding their attention from you, but they don't give you attention that you want. That's the answer. If you're dealing with two people, person A who hurt you terribly, this person is going to open up their heart chakra in the future. They're going to be much more sensitive. Okay, they're going to be loving you again. And then I feel like with that person in the future, you're going to be no longer indecisive juggling between two people, trying to feel two people at the same time, but you're going to be choosing them. A peace is going to be made with person A. Person B is somebody who is coming and going whatever they pleases and stuff like that. This person exercises like a lot of your patience. I don't feel like this person is the healthy one for you. Yeah, you have eight there. You have a karmic loop. You do have a tendency to attract these type of people, though. Oh, Knight of Wands in reverse also talks about somebody who is very, very impulsive. So every time they're angry, they're impulsive. Every time they're horny, they're impulsive. Every time they're wanting to be doing something, they're impulsive. So you're exercising like a lot of your patience in there because you felt like this person is so independent, and then you felt like you're not included in their plan and stuff like that. Okay, so I think that's it from my reading for you, Libra. I hope you guys enjoy it, and I'll see you guys next week for the continuation of this reading. Bye bye.